Everyone wants to talk about the problems within the black community, but nobody wants to offer any solutions. Well, that's what I'm going to do today. So there's this movement called the Pan-Africanism movement. Yeah? You know what? One day I might actually attend one of these talks. Yeah, attend one of these lectures. I see a lot of it on the internet, a few bits and pieces on the TV, a few representations of the Pan-Africanism movement on TV. And there's one guy in particular, I can't fucking stand him, but I ain't gonna diss no one on YouTube. Yeah, I still got that kind of street mentality where it's like you keep it on the road. Not that if I saw him, I would do anything to him unless he started on me, but I ain't gonna be sending for no one on the internet. Yeah, no one specific. I might diss a certain, movement or whatever, but I ain't gonna be, dissing people and calling out anyone specific. Yeah. But there's one representation, and he's always on the TV, mixed race guy, but he's a big supporter of the Pan-Africanism movement. And all he's talking about is all these problems in the black community. Yeah, talking about discrimination, how the police are racist, dangerous, black on black crime and stuff like that. But no solutions. Yeah? In like this movement, the Pan-Africanism movement, they always want to bring up stuff like, oh, the first person to invent the traffic light was a black man. Yeah. Oh, this black person was the first pilot. Yeah. That's all well and good. Yeah. But how is that helping the black community as of today? Yeah. Those people, yeah. I was gonna say God rest their soul, I don't believe in God, but yeah, salute them people there, but they're not here no more. Yeah. We need solutions to our problems as of today. Yeah. But what they do is they mention those people's names and say, yeah, these were the first black people to do this, right? And it's kind of like me, I read in between the lines, yeah? They try and make it seem as if it's something positive. Yeah? Now, I don't want to be a pessimist, but I read in between the lines. And basically what you're doing is you're basically reinforcing that negative nigger mind that you have, that black people ain't worth shit. Because why do you need to mention that the first black person who was a pilot is this person? Why do you need to mention that the person who invented the traffic light is a black person? Why the fuck does it matter? How is that helping the black people of today? Yeah? Let me tell you something. Yeah? Black people, they always want to complain about problems. Yeah, but no one wants to offer any solutions. So I'm going to give you some problems and I'm going to offer you guys the solutions. Yeah. Number one, if you live in a dangerous area, forget about, relying on the police to help your children. Yeah, because, black on black crime or gangs or whatever, innit? Yeah, that's your problem. Yeah, you're living in a dangerous area. Yeah, let me give you the solution to that. Do you know what your solution is? Move the fuck out. If you live in Hackney, you live in Tottenham, you live in Brixton, if it's dangerous, yeah, move out. Oh, I ain't got the money to move out because that means I have to buy my own property. Right. Go and get yourself a decent job and work hard for it. Yeah. Work every single fucking day. Yeah. This is for your children's lives. Yeah. If your children are at risk, you need to make steps to get them out of the dangerous area. Fuck the police, yeah, in the most respectful way, yeah. Forget about the police's help, should I say? Yeah. You need to do what you can to get your children out of the area, innit? Stop protesting outside the House of Parliament, outside Tottenham Police Station. No, start working hard so you can save up enough money and move out of the area. Yeah. So if you want to protect your children from a dangerous area, forget about relying on the police. Forget about Boyden. Yeah. Move out to somewhere safer, Kent, Essex, wherever. There's trouble everywhere, but if you live in those areas, yeah, the likelihood of your children getting into trouble, it's highly unlikely. Yeah, they ain't risk of getting shot and stabbed. Maybe a bit of racism, but that's about it. But people are lazy. They don't want to move. Yeah, they rather just blame the police for not doing their job. Yeah. They don't want to move because they know they have to work for it. And they don't want to work hard because they are lazy. Number two, discrimination at work. There's a lot of people who complain that they can only get so far in the workplace. That may or may not be true. You might be at work thinking that I want to be the director of this company, but the furthest that I can get is a project manager. Yeah, there's a quote unquote glass ceiling. Because I'm black, I have to work twice as hard as someone white for half the success. Bullshit. That's the problem there. Do you know what the solution is? Why don't you strive to be your own boss? If you believe that there's discrimination, there's glass ceilings, there's hurdles, there's barriers that you can't get past because you are black, why don't you strive to be your own boss? I'll tell you why. Because you're lazy. You have no real ambition. You want to live an ordinary lifestyle and you want to take orders from someone else. Yeah? You don't want to step outside your comfort zone because you're scared. And you want to use the excuse that there's a glass ceiling. I'm black, I have to work twice as hard than the next person to get half the success. Stop making excuses and try and offer solutions, yeah? Number 3, racist police. The police are racist. Because I'm black, 3-4 times more likely to get stopped by the police. Do you know why you're getting stopped by the police? Because you're available to get stopped by the police. You're doing nothing with your life. You're wearing a criminal's uniform. That's the problem. The solution is stop hanging around on the streets. Stop hanging around with the wrong people. Stop burning weed. Do positive things with your life. Get a job. When you get that job, strive to become your own boss within that sector. If you're doing all 4 of those things, yeah, positive things after work, in school, university, getting a job, and when you're in that job, you're trying to strive to become your own boss, you will not have time to get stopped by the police. I never get stopped by the police. Only when I'm doing foolishness on my motorbike, and that's my fault. I'm drawing attention to myself, lifting the bike up, doing wheelies. Other than that, I never get stopped by the police. Do you know why? For the simple fact that I'm not available to get stopped by the police. I'm ghost. I'm in my house doing positive things. Yeah, when I go out of my house, I'm doing positive things. Well, at least I ain't doing no crime. Yeah, I ain't hanging around on the streets. So a lot of parents, they want to say, oh, my son's always getting stopped, my son's getting harassed all the time. What is your son doing with his life? He's not doing nothing. Yeah, he goes to college. Everyone goes to college. You know how much man I know go to college just because there's something to do, so they can get their EMA. Or back then when they did have EMA, I'm assuming they might have some equivalent now. Yeah. Trying to play that black card too much, man. It's old. It's played. Yeah. The problem is you're moaning about the police harassing your children and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, right, those police harassing the young black people might be doing good, you know. Trust me. I know people have been murdered, you know. I know people have been murdered, and I know the people of the person who have been murdered, they're those kind of black people who moan about police harassment. Yeah. But if the police had harassed that person before they killed that person's son, yeah, that person's son will be alive today. Yeah. You know how many people, there was one guy that got shot dead in Tottenham. Yeah. Guy got shot dead in Tottenham. Whether he was carrying a gun or not. Yeah. He was in that lifestyle. Let's assume he was carrying a gun. You know, in years to come, he could have fired a stray bullet and licked down one of your cousins. One of my cousins could have licked me down. But no one thinks of that. They just think, all we want to do is they want to use excuses like people, innocent black people getting shot dead by the police, yeah, as an excuse to riot. Listen, 99.9% of people who get shot by the police are not innocent. Yeah? Even if they weren't committing a crime at that time, they were guilty. They were guilty. Yeah. People always think about, oh yeah, that person's been shot dead by the police, that's right. But I don't think, hold on a minute, the police might have stopped some random innocent person who has got nothing to do with any street business, nothing. Yeah, random commuter getting shot dead. But they don't want to see that. They just want to see the negative and everything. They just want to see, yeah, see, look, the police are after us. The police are, oppressing us. The government. Right. And with all of that being said, your area is dangerous. There's a glass ceiling for you in your workplace because of discrimination. And the police are racist. If you really do not like this country, you know what's coming next. If you really do not like this country, listen, there's plenty of nice places in Jamaica and Africa. Plenty of other nice spots in the Caribbean. You do not have to be here. You can emigrate. You are allowed to leave. Yeah? Right, now, obviously, they might be locking down the airports because it's coronavirus. But as soon as the coronavirus pandemic is over, you are free to leave. So you're an idiot, yeah? You're a real idiot if you are complaining about the situation that you're in and you're not doing nothing about it. Yeah? Protesting outside of the police station, the House of Parliament, that's not good enough. Yeah? Make steps, make moves. Non-violent steps, non-violent moves. Yeah? If you really don't like the country that you're in and you feel like there's no opportunities for you, why don't you leave? But you won't, because you're a complainer, you're a lazy person, you're an ordinary person. Yeah? You don't want to make no changes to your life. You just want to moan and rely on other people. I'm telling you, I said it 100 times, I say it 101 more times. Yeah? I've been on the wrong path. I've been stabbed, I've been to prison, I've been in a gang. When I was doing all three of that, when I was involved in that foolishness, my life was shit. No prosperity. Then one day I changed my mindset. Yeah, I used to have the same mindset as some of you negative people who were complaining. I used to have a similar mindset. I changed my mindset. And then my life started getting better. Ain't that a coincidence? And even then, even when my mindset was negative, I didn't really think that the police was after me because I was black. I just thought the police was just, I didn't even care. The police was just after me because I was me. Yeah? But when I was doing all that foolishness, nothing good was coming out of my life. And then when I changed my life around and my mindset, then good things are coming. Ain't that a coincidence? JY's TV, I'm out, man.